Hi, it's Donna Joyasha, and I want to talk to you about something today that I have become quite passionate about over the last year, and that is about inner child work. So before that, I'd kind of heard about it and I maybe thought it was a little bit of woo-woo and stuff, but I tell you, in the last year, training and working as a hypnotherapist, I can see how essentially important it is. Before I dive into the content of the video, I just want to say, if you like this video, make sure you go ahead and click the little like button. It really does help with that YouTube algorithm, and it's going to tell me what you like so I know what to make more of. If you really like me, please make sure to subscribe and click the little bell so that you get notified whenever I release a new video. Right, let's dive back in. Now, I must admit, when I started working as a hypnotherapist, I was adamant that I did not want to work with children. It's not that I don't like them, it's just that I felt that not having had them, I could not understand them. And just maybe there were a couple of times where I'd worked with children where the little darlings had tried to bite me while doing the dental checkups, and maybe that might have put me off a little bit. But then I realized something. I was pretty much working with children with every session I did, no matter how old my client. You see, in hypnotherapy, we travel back in time to memories in which something occurred that shaped the way you view the world. We analyze those memories to see exactly what trauma occurred and what belief was formed as a result of that trauma, and then we work to dissolve any beliefs that are having a negative impact on your life. So the event that occurred is usually not something that as adults we would consider to be traumatic. But as children, just trying to make our way in this confusing world, it was. And in fact, it taught us something profound. So these things are what shaped our minds, how we see the world, what we believe about the world, and most importantly, perhaps, what we believe about ourselves. Sometimes these beliefs formed as children are positive. Sometimes they are negative. And it is the negative ones that create real issues. So anxiety, stress, depression, psychosomatic disorders, okay? Things like also complacency, the inability to take action on our dreams. But it is the entirety of these belief systems that is what is driving us today. It is the underwritten programming of our mind. It is the lens that causes us to see the world in a particular way, a way that backs up our belief system. And it is what is responsible for our actions, our inactions, and our reactions. So all our attempts on a conscious level to override that programming are doomed to failure. We may succeed for a little while, but eventually we will always revert to our foundational belief system. It's pretty powerful stuff, hey? Anyway, I realized that in each session I was working with the adult to reason with the child, right? To allow them to see that they no longer needed the outdated belief system, that it no longer served them. To allow them to take back the power that was surrendered in that moment, or to accept what it was that happened. So we worked to allow that child to see that they were safe and powerful and they were worthy and lovable. And I realized that working with our inner child is perhaps the most important work we can do in ourselves. And in fact, if we are to have any chance at all of achieving what it is that we want in life and of keeping it once we do, then inner child work is imperative. So how can you do it? Well, there's lots of modalities out there, but by far the most powerful way that I have found is through analytical hypnotherapy. So that's root causal hypnotherapy. Now, some people freak out at the thought of being hypnotized, but it isn't actually like that. The hypnosis part of it is really just a relaxation technique, almost like a guided meditation that takes you to a place where you can connect with your unconscious mind. So there you can access things that you can never cognitively reach. Things that you don't remember on a conscious level, but which impacted you profoundly. When you reach these memories, trapped deep in your unconscious mind, you are able to connect the physiological and the emotional echoes of this trauma with the psychological aspects, and that is when the real magic happens. That is when shifts occur. That is when you are able to start seeing things in a different way. And that is when you're finally able to release those beliefs that have been keeping you stuck, so you can take the action and reach the energy level that you need to create the life that you want. So I have two things for you that will help. The first is a guided meditation that I constructed specifically to help people connect with their inner child and to help them start work on those things that are keeping them stuck. So I'll drop the link with this video, but you can get it at donnajoyasha.com/innerchild, or it will be at the end of episode 30 of my podcast. So the second is an opportunity to personally work with me so that you can really start shifting your limiting self-beliefs and start flowing freely towards the life that you love. And you can start that process by booking onto my calendar to have a chat to see how I can help you. You can do that at donnajoyasha.com/success-session. So once again, I'll put that link with this video. Now, if you decided to start with the meditation, I'd love to hear from you about your experiences and how it has helped. So feel free to drop me a line anytime. You can email me at donna@donnajoyasha.com. Right, I hope you got something out of this video, and I will see you in the next one.